Alright guys, so I have 3 gems wrapped into one. Another king talk. Let's do this, baby. Alright.
Get it.
So as far as what is one of the most important parts of your business, it's communication. Alright? And it breaks down to 3 parts for me. I call it 3 C's. Courteous, consistent, and clear. Alright? So as far as what I mean by that, let's talk about clear first. Not clear skin, I'm talking about clear. As when you tell someone something, you're clear about it. You break down every aspect of when you say it to them, and you give them every aspect. Like if I tell them someone to open this door, don't just like open the door. Be like, I want you to open the door with the handle, make sure it's unlocked, push it all the way open, put a door stop, and leave it open. They can open it and it closes back and they walk right through it. That wasn't clear. You tell someone, you got to be clear about it. Courteous. Show respect to people. Be respectful. Don't just be like, hey, go do this. Talk to them like a human being. Talk like you would want somebody to talk to you. And then consistent. Just if you tell someone to do something today, again, we'll go back to the door analogy. Open the door, okay? And then you say leave it open when you go through that door. But then the next time they go through that door, like leave it closed. Tell them why you changed that aspect of you. And this could be, like I said, apply this to your business. So bring 2 cameras versus just bringing 1 camera for the shoot. And they'd be like, why am I bringing 1 camera? Maybe because you don't need this one shoot, you only need that 1 camera, but you might need 2 for the other. But be clear about why you said that. You know what I'm saying? So what did your take on those 3 C's?
I mean, so communication is key, right? So I'll use my field in fitness. I'm explaining to people, hey, why they need to eat right. Breaking it down to the T of, listen,
clear.
By you not eating right, you're not going to get the results you want. By you not eating this specific food, you're not going to get what you want.
True.
By you not eating at this time, you're not going to get what you want. So having that communication, because sometimes people need that broken all the way down. Because if I say, hey, eat healthy, right? We all know we should eat healthy. We all know we're supposed to do it.
Facts.
But let me tell you why, right? Because then we tap into that why. Like, why are you here in the first place, right? You're trying to avoid diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You're on track to get that. So you're here to change it up. So this is why you need to do what you need to do so we can avoid those things that you're running from, right? So communication, important. Clear, being specific. Again, I think that kind of goes into me breaking it down, showing them, and also I think when you say clear, like leading by example, right? Like, don't get me wrong, hey, I have my cheat meals, cheat days, whatever they want to call it, but for the most part, I keep it clean. So being clear with what I want them to do, the task at hand. So communicate, clear, and courteous. I mean, respect. Respect is, to me, that's too easy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, you yelling at me to do it, I know me, you ain't gonna yell at me, right? You're not gonna yell at me and tell me I'm doing something. So I take that same approach with my training. Like, I've had people come to me and say, hey, are you a yeller when you train people? I'm like, nah, it's not even a thing to me, right?
You want this, right?
Right, like, you came to me for a service. Like, I don't need to yell at you. Granted, we may have some tough conversations now, and everybody's different, and no understanding your client and things like that.
That's true.
But,
That's analogy.
But no, courteous is, to me, that's that respect factor. Like, everybody's gonna get that, and then even if someone was to disrespect me, right? My reaction isn't to just disrespect you, right? I'm gonna go communicate with you and get a clear understanding of why you felt that way. You know what I'm saying? And we address it such. So,
and then the other one would be consistent.
Consistent. Listen, do what you say. Just people love consistency. I mean, to me, consistency just makes things easier. If I know what's coming, and I know every time we get together, every time we get behind this camera, I know Saul's giving me fire. Period. To the point, like, if I'm like, oh man, I wonder what this is gonna look like. Like, who wants that in anything? You know what I'm saying? So, be consistent, because then you'll keep your clients, you'll keep your people, you'll keep your circle, you'll keep your followers. You know what I'm saying? You'll keep your subordinates, however you want to classify people. But by you being consistent in whatever you do, people will trust you.
Yep.
When you're consistent, that's how you build trust. And trust is important, because trust is the $1 million gem. Before anybody takes on your service or whatever you provide to the world, they have to trust you. They have to gain a sense of trust. And how you gain that is being consistent, communicate, being clear and concise.
Yep, true.
Flawless Fitness. It's not just a brand, it's a movement.